In this episode, some useful knots that everyone should know about. Sometimes when you tie your shoelace, it comes undone quite easily, so I'm going to teach you how to do a nice and secure knot. Usually when you tie your shoelace, it goes something like this. And to make it more secure, people double knot it. By doing it this way, it can be quite difficult to undo it later on. So here's a more simple way you can tie a secure knot and undo it easily. So what you want to do is create your bunny ears. Then you want to do under, over. The other side, you do it the opposite way. Over and then under, give it a pull, and there you go. Ta-da! And it's more secure. Now to untie it, it's just as easy. There you have it. This one is for grocery shopping. Sometimes people like to tie a knot so that their things won't drop out of the bag. It makes it very difficult to untie later on. So I'm going to teach you a knot that will make it tight and make it easy to undo later. Grab the two handles like this, make a crisscross, cap the two handles like this and just give it a pull. Same thing again, and there you go. Very easy, okay? As you can see, it's damn sturdy. Okay, so to untie it, you can just do this. It takes seconds. It's so much easier than trying to untie the knot. If you don't like messy cables, here's a really neat way to tie them up. Create a loop like this. Then I want to tie around the dryer. A lot of hotels do this. It does make it nice and neat. And if you're traveling with a hairdryer, this is also good for that. So the next thing you want to do is thread the plug through the loop, pull on this bit to make it tighter. And there you have it. Ta-da! So now it is nice and neat. Zha-zha-boom! So to untie it, give the end a pull, unravel it. So say you have a really tight knot and you've been trying for ages, trying to loosen it up and untie it and it's just not working, you're breaking your fingers. I'm going to teach you how to undo it very easily. Now, all of you must have at home a pair of needle nose pliers. Yep, one part of the rope and then you just loosen it up. That was really easy. You're thinking, no, I don't have that. Okay, never mind. You could also use a fork. The fork is a little bit harder to use because it doesn't cap the rope. You kind of have to dig underneath the knot. It helps to loosen it up and it's still better than breaking all your nails. And if you don't have a fork, then I guess you'll use your teeth. So I'm just gonna grab my teeth. I'm gonna grab my teeth like they're dentures. Hang on. There you go. God damn it. So basically, what I want to do is I want to cap one side of the knot with my teeth, okay? Which I'm going to do now. See? Cap, and I pull, and I pull, and I pull. Pull is pull, okay? Cannot talk properly. And there you have it. That was actually a lot easier than using a fork. Just make sure it's clean before putting it in your mouth. So here's a really simple way to tie a knot in a balloon. Cap the ends just like this. Then you want to go over your thumb and index finger, and just like this, you've tied your knot. Boom. That went so nicely towards the camera, can I just say? So say you need a really thick rope and all you have is this small, mingy, thin one. I'm going to teach you how to make a thick one. However that sounds. So right here I have with me is a thin rope. I'm going to have the loose end on my left side. Create a loop so that this long part is on top. Then you want to thread the long part through the loop like this. Give that a pull. I've created a loop here. So you just want to keep repeating the same steps. As you can see, it's coming together. This is the comparison right here. To end it off, grab the loose end, go under, towards you, through the loop, and you just want to give it a good tug. And there you have it. One thing with doing this thicker rope, you want to make sure that you've got maybe twice the length of the rope that you actually need, because obviously now my rope is a lot shorter. I would actually use this on a piece of string and make friendship bracelets or something perhaps. Or you could do one of those really cha-cha, necklaces. Huh? Someone says to you, wow, nice necklace, where'd you get that from? I made it, bitches. Zha-zha-boom. You never know, I could make it on tandem merch. When it comes to sewing, you're gonna need a thick anchor knot. So I'm gonna teach you a really easy way to make that knot. Grab the end of your string and then you want to loop it over like this. Gap it with your index and thumb. With the loop, go around the needle 3 or 4 times. Then you want to cap it, give it a pull, and there you go. That's it. And the thread's not going to come through. So say, for example, I'm done with my sewing and I need to tie a knot at the end. Okay, the way to do that is put your needle at the end like this, wrap around 3 times or more is enough. Pull the thread down. There you go. That's the end knot. This one I'm about to do is called a noose knot. Basically, it's a sliding loop, which is really good for when you want to hang stuff. Bottles and stuff. Not, you know, let's not go dark here, okay, people? Anyway, so what you want to do is you want to grab a piece of rope, create a Z. The tail should be on your right side. Gather the rope like this, grab the middle, twist the loose end around, you go over again, you go under. You go around 3 times. And then again with the loose end, you want to thread it through underneath the loop. And then you want to pull on, no, not that one, on this side so that it tightens the other loop. And there you have it, a really simple noose knot. Just to demonstrate, I'm going to grab a bottle, pull the noose around the bottle head like this, and there you have it. Ta-da! This next knot is a bowline knot, and basically it is a knot that is easy to tie and untie after holding something heavy. For example, a hammock, or if you want to save somebody in the ocean and it will not tighten up or strangle them. It's also used for climbers and for boating. So what you want to do is you want to create a U shape with your rope. Grab the longer side and give it a twist so you create a loop. Then with the loose end, go under and through the loop, and then you want to go under the long part, bring it over and thread it down into the bigger loop here. And you want to tighten the end just like so. And there you have it, a bowline knot. It is a fixed knot, so it's not going to tighten up. I'm just going to give you a demonstration. And here I have with me Mr. Picasso. Isn't he adorable? So let's pretend he's drowning, okay? So he's drowning in the water and I throw a rope to him. So as you can see, the rope is now around the neck. Just to give you a demonstration of how good the knot is and it won't tighten up, I'm going to put him in some rough waters. Okay? As you can see, the rope is still this loose. So that's good, right? Sorry, Mr. Picasso. This knot is really easy to untie after holding something heavy. So I'm going to give it a good tug to make it really tight. I'm going to test this out to see if it's true. Oh yes, it's pretty easy. So this nifty trick comes in handy when you have a bucket that has no handles. Okay, this one has a little bit of handle, but let's just pretend you have a bucket with no handles. I'm going to teach you a really cool knot to do. Put the rope around the bucket like this. Create a little loop here. Put the bucket in the middle of this little crisscross and you want to grab the longer part, bring it over, thread the longer part underneath like this. So you kind of create like a pretzel kind of shape. And then with the longer part, bring it back over the bucket. You've created this little bit here. I don't know how to explain what shape that looks like that. Then you want to go underneath both sides, grab the outside, pull it like this. And I'm going to stand up now. Oh, my knees. Okay, then you've created yourself a bucket with a handle. So there you have it. Now it is not the most secure way to hold a bucket, but the heavier it is, the easier it will hold, okay? Ta-na-na-na. What are the chances? So there you have it. It just proved my point. If you have a bucket full of water and it's heavier, it will be more stable, I promise. This next hack I learned from the crazy Russian hacker. It's the easiest way that I've seen online to tie a tie. Spasiba, crazy Russian hacker. Thank you very much, my friend. I hope I've said that right. Anyway, first thing you want to do is you want to place your tie over your hand like this. Make sure the 2 ends meet like so. Move the thinner part of the tie out of the way. Grab the front of the tie. Flip it over just like this so that it crosses over the thinner part. Then you want to flip your left hand so your thumb is down. Give it a twist, grab it like so. Gapping the whole thing now. So then the next thing, you want to put the tie around your neck, then thread the thin part through all of the loops that you've done. Pull the front and voila, a very easy tie. We've come to the end of yet another episode. Now some of you may or may not know that we have started our own merchandise store. It is called tandemmerch.com. You'll find on there some things that I've designed, actually all the things I designed, why not? Thank you so much for all of your support, for all of you that have bought stuff from us already. I will be designing more soon. Now you can follow me on Instagram at RJT99, and if you haven't done so already, please download the free Clicknetwork app to watch all of our videos 1 month before they come out on YouTube. Thanks so much, guys. Mwah! Ding!
I miss you very much. I need to see your face and feel your magic.